Virgo, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today I will be doing your financial reading involving your money and career for the time period of March 14th to the 20th, 2022. Please remember that this is a general reading. It is not a personal read. Take what's for you, leave the rest. Let's see here. I'm throwing my hair up here out of the way. We are going to pull some Queen of the Moon oracles to start your reading. You know what? Let's hold on a minute. We have a fire out, so let's start a new fire for you as well. There we go. Much better. Oh, got ahead of myself there. Okay, let's see. What is going on for Virgo at this time? What do they need to be aware of? What do they need guidance with? You have wisdom. Number 22. Reaching new heights. I feel like saying, just know that some things can't be learned from books. You got to reach beyond that. Oh, we have self-reflection. Needing to look back on some things in your role that you played in them, possibly. Maybe about taking responsibility for where you are today, and not that sometimes it's about our actions, or our actions are always involved about it. It's always about our actions, but I mean, maybe taking the responsibility that we had and the role that we played in how we got where we are right now. Reaching beyond just book smarts, I feel like saying. Realization. This card comes out so much. Realization. Knowing your role in a situation and the parts that you can take to change it around and put yourself on the path that you want. Let's go with the number 22. I'll read from the book for you guys now. Wisdom. Wisdom is more than mere knowledge. There may be something you aren't seeing and need to research more thoroughly. Wisdom is gathered, but it takes time. Learn from your experience. You might wish to ask the opinion of a wise mentor if you are uncertain. Let's see. The getting of wisdom takes time usually, and we can be impatient for it. We might cut corners and not see the role we take in our own poor decision making. To me, though, as modern people, we have millennia of wisdom to assist us. Human history has some very wise people starring in it, and some not so wise. So we have plenty of examples from which to learn. Gathering wiser people around us, in fact, one of the wisest things anyone can do. We cannot always know it all, and a wise mentor or friend can not only save us from a poor decision, but also demonstrate how to be wise if we aren't quite there yet. You need to turn to somebody. I feel like somebody needs to tell you, maybe somebody on the outside looking in, you need to ask them, what do you think about this? Tell me honestly, what do you think? Could I have done something different to make things different? And they may just tell you. You have self-reflection. Be curious about your own nature. Choose to turn inwards to quietly contemplate who and what you are and want. The more you know about yourself, the more you are able to steer yourself well. Know what you believe and why, yet be open to the development of new beliefs and ways of being. And you have the number 3. Realization. With self-awareness, wow, this card comes after this often. With self-awareness comes realization. Knowledge is power. Self-examination of your role within a situation is important. wow. You know, I was feeling that with this one, and then this one just answers it as well. Went in the same direction on its own. Yeah, I think that some of you may be wondering, how did I get here? Why am I in this situation? Why do I always end up in this situation? And you may need to look at yourself, see what roles you played in getting where you are. And if you did something different, the question is, stop and look. If you did something different, if you would have reacted to something differently, or said something differently, maybe kept yourself, I feel like saying kept yourself out of a situation, somebody else's business that you somehow you got infiltrated into, maybe on your own accord. If you would have not done that, would it things have been different? That's what I feel like saying. Owning up. Don't get mad, because sometimes it's just a matter of sitting there and thinking about it, you know, and thinking, you know what, if I wouldn't have said that, or if I wouldn't have done that, if I would have said it or done it, things would have been different. It's about your own actions, about our own actions. Sometimes we have judgment. There's a judging going on about yourself. Looking deep, finding out what role you played. I just feel like it. This is for some of you, judgment may be something coming clear. Something you've been waiting on. Could be a possible court case. You're trying to someone here is being investigated for welfare fraud. Very interesting. I don't think you even realized what you were doing could have been fraud, but you're worrying about it. You're worrying about this. I think it's going to be okay, though. I think you should, it might be the self-reflection and delving onto what, you know, I should have told them about this, or I should have, you know, or I shouldn't have. One or the other. I feel like it'll be okay, though. There's no, like, jail time or anything like that. Okay, we have the Fool. Taking a leap of faith, going towards something different, something, I feel like, changing yourself, changing your ways, going on a new path. Somebody, oh, you know what, with this whole case that I was saying on welfare fraud, I think it was, somebody may have went to work. You were getting assistance, you went to work, and you didn't report some earnings, I think. This may be, and this could be, you started on your new path, and I don't think it was necessarily, doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't report it on purpose. You might have been busy, you might have gotten into, you know, gotten so delved into going back to work or whatever that you didn't report it. Or reported it too late. You have the Hangman here. Suspended energy. This might be this feeling of trying to feel like you're at a standstill until you hear the outcome. You have the Eight of Swords here. Know that you can. It's okay to worry, but don't keep yourself stuck there with it. I think as well, this judgment could also be about something you did in the workplace that wasn't allowed, and you're waiting to see if you are going to lose your job over it or be demoted, whichever the case may be. I feel like don't keep yourself stuck, though. Know that you can move on if either way it goes. If it's in your favor, so be it. Just work better and harder after that. If it's not in your favor, move on, and don't stay too long in that dark place of, you know, what has happened or the negatives that's happened. I feel like you may or have or already did. You may or you already have. Let me resay that. Done something that is out of your character that may have caused this whole situation. Okay, what else do we have here? This may be about taxes as well. You may not have claimed some stuff on your taxes and it's coming back to bite you in the butt. You have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Wounded warrior. Made a lot of mistakes. I feel like you made a lot of mistakes along the way, but you're trying to repent from them, make things right. You may have even told on yourself with something, and that's why you're under this judgment right now. You wanted to come clean. You want to be a different person. That could be it as well. Taking responsibility. That's amazing, though. To take responsibility no matter what it costs you. You have the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Devil in the reverse. You have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck, overshadowing the read. This feels like, the Seven of Swords feels like, maybe packing up and moving on. Being a little bit of chaotic, not chaotic, but a little bit of like walking on eggshells, it feels. Worrying about whether you have to pick up and move on from where you are and start over. All right, we have the Nine of Cups here in the reverse. You put a lot into a situation, I feel. Could be a job, could be just a effort into a situation. And it's in the reverse. I feel like being just when you think everything is going okay, I feel like whatever this has happened and came to light, and now you're worrying about it. I don't think you have that much to stress out about. You may have to. I'm looking at this Seven of Swords with the two swords left behind, and you carrying these swords off. I think that you will lose some money. You will have to pay something, but it's not it's not as much as you think. Something that was given to you, maybe you were overpaid taxes or whatever. They're going to come back and say, hey, you didn't tell us about all of your tax stuff, so you are in a different tax bracket and we need more money. You have the Two of Cups, though. It feels like a pairing of some sort. This may be you pairing with a lawyer over it. It could be you getting your act together and being fixing yourself, bringing both sides of yourself back together here. I'm looking at the fact that the self-reflection has you holding your own hand. And I feel like this could be this energy over here as well. This could also be could be new love. It could be an offer of love coming in here from someone in your environment, someone close to you. Maybe someone who's been supporting you through this whole thing. I kind of feel, though, it kind of, I read intuitively, and it feels like you connecting with, I don't want to say yourself, necessarily. It could be the universe coming in, swooping down to comfort you as well. Both sides of a coin coming back together. Things might have been disrupted for a while, but you're gonna pay some fines and then you're gonna be fined. That's what this feels like. But this Devil in the reverse is telling you to don't be tempted to do something like this again. I think this is the going beyond learning. You're learning your lesson from what has happened. Looking at the role that you played that you could have changed. You may have went by somebody's advice when you did it. Well, this is what I did, so blah, blah, blah. But you got caught, so be mindful of that. All right, we have some cards of clarity. Look at this. Jumped out two different ways. So that means this is on this side, this is on this side. This is the Star card. This is about dreams coming true. It's I think you're afraid that the progress that you made will be lost in your situation if you've started coming up and gotten back to work, if that was the case, or that you're going to lose whatever progress you had. I don't think you have to worry about that too much. I think it's still in play here. Worrying about losing things. I'm looking at the Nine of Cups upside down. It's like everything pouring out of your cups that you've built, that you've filled. I think you're fine. I think you are going to overreact. You're overreacting a little bit. It's kind of scary. It's scary when someone comes after you for something like that. You have the Empress in the reverse here. Oh, okay. Someone may have claimed children on their taxes that were not theirs to claim. I don't know. That's what I feel all of a sudden, seeing this belly pregnant with the Earth. She's like Mother Earth, but it's in the reverse. It's in the reverse. Very interesting. Let me know. Oh, well, I guess you can't let me know without letting everybody know, huh? Don't let me know if that's the case, but it's what it feels like. It kind of feels that way. Don't let it. It also can be, if whatever happens, I think you're just going to have to pay a fine. Don't let it disrupt your whole world. In the reverse like this, the Empress, it's about surviving, growing. Don't let it make you feel like it's the end of the world. That's what I want to say. Don't let this self-imposed restriction over here. So don't let it stop you from thinking you can succeed anyway. You have the Seven of Swords again. And you have the Fool again. Wow. In the reverse. Seven of Swords. Maybe hold on a minute. That made me maybe whatever this is that happened, somebody told on you. I'm looking at the fact that this crow is out here balking, or this raven, whatever it is, balking while you're trying to be stealthy and sneak. Someone told on you. Just so you're aware, I don't know if you know this, but if you are in trouble for something like that, someone went out of their way to tell. They didn't tell you that, but that's the case. You have the Fool here in the reverse. Watch your people around you. Watch the people around you. If you're having issues with them holding up your taxes, you may find out that somebody tried to claim yours. Somehow they got a hold of your information and may have tried to claim your children, and they go through the whole process and hold you up, making sure that you're the one that's supposed to claim. Alrighty then, Virgo. A hold-up. It feels like a hold-up of the money. Ten of Swords in the reverse here. You have Nine of Swords on the bottom. You have the Nine of Swords on the bottom of this deck, which is a call of stress in your environment right now. You've lost sleep over this. But this Ten of Swords here, I feel like it's in the reverse. I feel like it's something that you're easily going to be able to get over this. It's not as bad as what you think it is. If you have to pay a fine, you pay a fine. Don't overreact. Don't get all excited about it, because it will be okay. It's not something that leaves marks on yourself or whatever. So just be mindful of that. This could be about an audit as well. All right, that's it. You know what? I'm going to pull a few message cards. I think that's needed as well, Virgo, before I close the read. You have Journey. Branch out to new worlds. I'm going to put this with the Star card. don't let this, whatever happens here, hold you back. Whatever this court thing is, don't let it hold you back. Once it's done, it's done. Don't dwell on it too long once the decision is made. Just do what you have to do to correct whatever happened. Correct your name or whatever uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. I'm going to put this right here because I feel like someone needs to know that this isn't something that's going to mar you for life. Don't let it, even if you are emotional wreck right now about it, everything is going to turn out okay. The lack of sleep and stress is always going to happen in a situation where seems like your whole life is under scrutiny here. Teach. Inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. I'm going to, where do I want to put this? I'm going to put this up here. If you have heard, maybe this happened to you in the past, some of this, and you hear that somebody else is attempting to do the same thing you did, reach out to them and tell them what happened. Even if it's embarrassing, tell them what happened to you, and that may save them the stresses that you went through. All right, Virgo, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe, join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. See you next video.